Hey, good morning and welcome to another Monday morning here with Mike. I appreciate you coming in and joining me. I hope you had a great weekend. This is a fun way to start your week off. I want to start your week off with some faith and fire and positivity and get pumped up and excited about sharing our faith. And so this morning, I'm going to be sharing from, as I do every morning, I kind of cover this with everyone if you're new. I'm going to be sharing from the New Living Translation version. It's called Every Man's Bible, and it's got some additional stories, some additional context. So I really enjoy reading this. Cameron, good morning. It's good to see you. I see we've got a few people popping in here, and I appreciate you. If you know of somebody that could use some light and some faith and maybe hear this sort of message, do me a favor and make sure and share it with them. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure, I would love for you to join me on the channel in the community tab. Hit the subscribe button there. If you're joining on Facebook, there's a little button in the top right that'll notify you when I'm going live. And I do these live shows every Monday morning. Right now it's 7:15 a.m. Mountain Time, and I'm probably going to start doing them a little bit earlier, at least when we get into the fall. But for the summertime, 7:15 works for me, and I hope it works for all of you. So diving into the message this morning. So this is from Matthew 5, verse 15, and it reads, if I can, sometimes I have such a tough time focusing. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. Now, this is a really good message, and to me, it's a really simple message, and it's one of those that I feel like we need so much light and love in the world right now. It is one that we need to be able to spread the light and share with others. And keep in mind, in biblical times, light was available in the form of fire, including oil lamps like this. And so when the house would grow dark after sunset, lamps would be lit, and if they were available, they'd be distributed throughout the house. And the placement of the lamp was really what was key. They would be on a stand in an optimal spot so that light could chase out the darkness, so to speak, right? They would be put there to be able to spread as much light as possible. They needed to be seen so that their light could be shown. And so this was the point of Jesus' comment in the verse. As Jesus is preaching here, and he says, why would anyone light a lamp at night and then put a basket over it? Why would anybody cover the light so that it could not be seen? And quite simply, they wouldn't. And the light of a lamp is meant to be seen in the same way the light of Christ is meant to be seen and shared in the world. So this is a sort of analogy. This is where you and I come in. And believers in Jesus are the lamps. And so it's important that we share that faith, that we share that light. Don't bottle it up. Don't cover it. And you and I, we followers of Christ, are supposed to be the true source of spiritual light. Your light needs to be seen. You have to share with others, right? You don't want to hide it or cover it up for any reason. The verse is famous for being able to spread that goodness in Jesus Christ. In fact, actually, I'm going to go back to my Bible here because I want to read. This is where I get sidetracked because I start reading additional verses with this, and it's something that I really enjoy. I'm going to read Matthew 5:14 through 16 because, and I know I read 15, but I want to read all the way through this. So it says, quite simply, you are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. Verse 15, no one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. 16, in the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. So this is why I get just so fired up inside. I can't even put words to it sometimes. It's just important that you do good. You spread light. You spread faith. That's the message that I take away from this morning. And I know it's one that you have to do good works. Because when you're failing to do good work, when you're failing to provide light and kindness and faith and friendship and understanding to others, it's like putting that basket, it's like covering the lamp. So it's interesting. A lot of people right now in society, they say, well, silence is violence. No, I don't necessarily agree with that statement that silence is violence. I think it's very important that we choose the message that's being spoken, that's being shared. So it is one, since we all have a voice, it's important to let that light shine. Be kind. Say the words that need to be said. Share the words that need to be heard. The things that are coming through you in your heart, the things that are being shared with your faith, it is important to put words to those so that people don't misread that silence. That's what can often happen, is sometimes by being silent, people misread it and they think one thing when it's like, no, I don't feel that way. So it is important to let that light shone through the darkness. So, good morning, Weldon. Nice to see you. So that kind of brings us to the close. I always try and keep these to 5 to 10 minutes, just so that way, a lot of it is morning, and I want to light that fire and then head to work. So I hope you're starting your week off really, really well. I hope you had a great weekend, and keep that verse in mind. Carry that with you this week. Carry that message. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on the stand. You're that light where it gives light to everyone in the house. So give light, give faith. Speak it, show it, live it. And until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.